So the other day I was on TikTok and I saw this video about being able to tell your grandkids or your kids all your interesting lore and stories, and it really had me thinking, maybe my life is kind of boring. Sometimes I feel like 20, 30 years from now, I'm not gonna be able to tell my kids interesting stories. Sometimes I feel like in the future, I'm gonna look back at right now, my 20s, and just feel like I wasted time. You know, I see all these people my age online living crazy lives, traveling the country, traveling the world, doing all these exciting things. And then I see myself who, like, right now I'm in a phase of my life where I'm saving money, I'm grinding for the future, I'm trying to better myself. And sometimes it has me questioning and be like, hey, maybe should I stop preparing for the future and just spend all my money right now, taking these trips, spend all my money right now, doing all these interesting things? And I don't know. I feel like a big part of life is like learning how to find the balance between living in the present, but also preparing for the future. And no, I have not found that balance yet. To be honest, I feel like most people don't. They're either too much in the present or too much in the future. And I feel like I'm more in that too much in the future side. Like, I'm making money and I'm saving it for my future goals. And like, yeah, I could spend it now on doing crazy things, but then I'm gonna be fucked then. But then now I also feel like I'm fucked now because I'm not doing all the things I could be doing right now. It's just a whole damned if I do, damned if I don't type thing that plays out in my head constantly. Especially when I go online, I see all these videos of people who, you know, pick the opposite, pick the living in the present, doing all this crazy stuff. And it really just makes me question my life. I mean, it really makes me question my happiness and if I'm living my life the right way when I really shouldn't. Because to be honest, I'm pretty happy with my life. Like, yeah, things could be better. Things could be a lot better, but I feel like I got more good going on than bad, and that's what's really important. What I've come to realize is the only time where I ever feel like my life isn't good enough, like my life isn't interesting, like I'm doing something wrong, is when I'm comparing my life to other people's. You know, I go watch TV or watch a movie and I see someone with a super interesting life and it would make mine seem boring. Or I go on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, I see someone with a super interesting life and it would make mine seem boring. It's not that my life is boring or any of our lives are boring. It's just that our lives aren't pieces of content designed to be super interesting, to only show the best parts. Our lives are just our lives. They're interesting, they're special, just in a different way. And at the same time, I'm kind of blessed that I don't have all these crazy things going on in my life, even though they might seem kind of interesting, because it will kind of take away from the things that I'm focusing on in my life, the things that I'm working towards. Like, your life doesn't have to have all these crazy things to be interesting, you know what I mean? It's like, think about those people who fought in World War II or fought in Vietnam. Like, it was probably cool being able to tell your kids or your grandkids, like, hey, you know, I did this. Oh, hey, you know, I did this. But in the moment when they were probably doing it, they were probably stressed out. They probably did not want to be there. They were probably wishing they were at home doing something completely different. I'm happy I don't have to deal with any of that. I'm really happy I'm not fighting in no war, bro. I am 5'7". I am not designed to be fighting in no war. And if I fought in war anyway, like I play Call of Duty, I'd be dead pretty fast. I'd probably get headshot the second I stepped out of that fucking spawn point. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I've really started to appreciate my boring or simple life, so to speak, by doing a few things. So the first thing that I've started doing is, you know, trying to limit how much I'm like watching TV or movies or consuming media, especially of other people's lives, because, you know, like I said, if you're constantly watching things of other people's interesting lives, it's gonna make yours seem type boring. So when you're off of that and you're forced to just be present in the moment, be present living your life, you're gonna appreciate your life a little bit more. You're gonna think it's less boring because you're actually living it. You're actually doing things. And the next thing that I've been trying to do is, you know, try to find more hobbies or do more things that you find interesting. Like recently, I've been trying to just go outside more, you know, whether it be playing sports outside, hanging out with my friends, working out, hiking, just things that get me out there more, get me experiencing life. I've also been trying to like cook more, work more on videos, just things that I enjoy, things that I find interesting, where at the end of the day, when I'm about to go to sleep, I could be like, yo, I had a fun day. I did things that I liked. You know what I mean? I'm not just sitting at home watching other people's lives. I just feel like once you really get out there and start experiencing your life, doing things that you enjoy, things that keep you in the present moment, you're gonna feel more fulfilled with your life. You're gonna feel like your life's more interesting because you're doing things you find interesting. So to wrap this up, if you guys could take one thing out of this video, I want it to be that your life is interesting. And don't let movies, don't let TV, don't let social media and all these people online with their fake lives convince you that it's not. Because it's not true. And if you really feel like you want to make your life even more interesting than what it is, just be present in the moment. Go start doing things that you find interesting. Get out there and be present in your own life. But your life is interesting. All our lives are interesting in their own way. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Max, and I'm dropping videos every week. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Wake up out the dust, time to get this money. So many pitfalls in my life, that shit ain't even funny. Them rainy nights had them days looking mad sunny. My clothes nice, remember when them shits was mad.